The test of honesty. In a small, bustling town surrounded by mountains and rivers, there lived a young fisherman named Elias. He was strong and hard-working, but life had not been kind to him. Every day, he would go out to the river, cast his net, and hope for a good catch. Some days, he returned with enough fish to sell at the market. Other days, he barely caught anything. But no matter how difficult life became, Elias remained honest and never resorted to stealing or deceiving others. One evening, after a long and fruitless day of fishing, Elias sat by the riverbank, staring at the sky. He wondered if his life would ever change. Just as he was about to leave, he heard a voice behind him. "Excuse me, young man," the voice said. Elias turned to see an elderly traveler dressed in simple yet clean robes. He carried a staff and had a small satchel slung over his shoulder. "Yes, sir," Elias replied. "I have traveled far and am too weary to carry my satchel any further. Would you help me take it to the next village? I will reward you handsomely." Elias hesitated for a moment but then nodded. "Of course, I can help." The old man handed over the satchel, and Elias was surprised by its weight. "It's quite heavy," he remarked. "Yes, because it is filled with silver coins," the old man whispered. "Be careful with it." Elias nodded and adjusted the satchel on his shoulder. As they walked, he noticed the old man glancing at him frequently. Elias couldn't help but think, he must be afraid that I will run away with his money. But I have never stolen anything in my life. I will not betray his trust. After a while, they reached a river. The old man sighed. "I am too weak to cross this river while carrying anything. Could you take another small bag for me? I will reward you even more." Elias agreed and took the second bag. As he lifted it, the old man murmured, "This one is filled with gold coins." Elias raised an eyebrow. "Why are you carrying so much wealth?" The old man simply smiled. "You will find out soon." They continued their journey, and soon they reached the base of a steep hill. The old man stopped again. "This hill is too difficult for me to climb while carrying a bag. Could you take the last one for me?" Elias hesitated this time. "What is in this last bag?" The old man sighed. "Diamonds. This is the most valuable of them all. But if you take it, you must promise not to run away." Elias felt insulted. "I have already carried your silver and gold, haven't I? I have not stolen from you. Why do you doubt me?" The old man smiled sadly. People change when faced with temptation. Elias scoffed and took the bag. "I am not like those people." The old man nodded. "Then go ahead. I will follow at my own pace." Elias climbed the hill, but as he reached the top, his mind wandered. "I have silver, gold, and diamonds on my back. If I run now, I will be rich. I could buy a house, fine clothes, and never worry about fishing again. The old man is too weak to chase me." He looked back and saw the old man struggling far behind. His heart pounded. "This could change my life forever. Why should I remain poor when fortune is literally on my back?" Temptation won over him. Elias turned and ran as fast as he could, bags bouncing on his shoulders. He ran past the village, through the woods, and finally reached his small hut. With trembling hands, he opened the bags. But instead of silver, gold, and diamonds, the bags were filled with stones. A small parchment lay inside. Elias picked it up and read, "I am the ruler of this land. I have no heir, and I have spent years searching for someone truly honest to adopt as my successor. You were my final test. If you had remained faithful, you would have inherited my entire kingdom. But now, your greed has cost you everything." Elias sank to his knees, his heart filled with regret. He had spent his entire life being honest, yet he let a single moment of temptation change his fate forever. The lesson was clear: even the most honest person can falter if they let greed and temptation cloud their judgment. And sometimes, a single wrong choice can cost us opportunities that will never come again.